I have all the skill set to work in software industry, but I am not hired. What's wrong with the industry? I have published my resume in job site, but I don't get enough calls from the recruiters. When I submit my resume, there is no response. This video is for you if you are facing such a situation. A point to be noted here is that irrespective of the market situation, whether the market is good or bad, many people struggle to get hired. Let's take a deep dive into the hiring process first. Suppose a company ABC Incorp has a position open for one of their projects. The hiring manager is supposed to prepare a job description with the skill set that they are looking for. The JD is then passed to an external agency for hiring employees. Most companies take help from staffing agencies in Canada. Now, the staffing agency will look for the candidates in the market. So they will be performing a search in the job sites with the description in JD. Right? So whatever is specified in the JD, they will take it as a criteria for searching for people in job sites. So you will get a call from staffing agency only when your resume is listed in their search. So this is a critical process because your resume should be listed in their candidate search in the job sites. Okay, and then there's going to be a conversation between you and the recruiter, and you will submit your updated resume to the staffing agency. So it's not only to you, they'll be contacting other people as well, right? So they'll be getting some resumes and they'll be shortlisting some other resumes. And they will submit a couple of resumes to the ABC Incorporate, right? And then an interview will be set up between ABC Incorp and maybe a couple of candidates. So now the problem is many people find it difficult to reach the interview level. What is the reason for that? Because there are some shortcomings in this hiring process. Now let's talk about some problems with the hiring process. We'll start with the job description. Many companies don't prepare an accurate JD while hiring. They simply reuse an old one or make a generic one so that they can reuse it. So what is the issue here? The JD may contain some skills which are not even required for the current position, and it could even miss out some required skills too. When I worked in a firm, I found a similar situation. I asked the hiring manager, why can't we update the JD before we pass it to the recruiting agency? Then he was like, hey, don't worry. Let the supplier bring the resumes. We will hire the candidate only if we like them. So no risk. Many hiring managers do not want to spend time for preparing JD because they are busy. Look at this sample JD. It states different automation tools, Selenium, Test Complete, and UFT. You don't need to use all of it in a project. Likewise, the test automation framework tools like JUnit, TestNG, and Cucumber, right? So one among them is enough for you. So another intention of mentioning all of it could be like, if you know one of them, you can easily learn and use the other ones too, right? Because the concepts are similar. Now consider how the staffing agency is going to use the JD. They are mostly non-technical people. They don't know much about the tools and technologies. For them, the technical jargons in the JD are just some keywords. So what do? They go to the candidate search page in job sites, fill all the keywords in the JD and click the search button. The candidates matching 100% of the skills will be listed at the top. They don't even see your profile if your skill sets are not matching with their search. You need to understand that there are millions of resumes in the market and the search is performed by a software program. Now let's talk about your profile in job sites. Most candidates don't spend much time on resumes in job sites. So what they do is they create their resume and upload it in all job sites and wait for the calls.
They spend their time on sharpening their technical skills. The reality is, you may miss many opportunities if you don't have an elaborated profile. The job sites give you an option to add your skill sets in addition to your resume. You need to list all the possible keywords here. Mention all tools, technologies, process, industry domains, etc. here. Also mention the years of experience against each skill. This will help your resume to appear in the candidate search by recruiters. It will also benefit if you update your profile once in a week because it will give an impression that you are actively looking for opportunities. Recruiters usually ask for your updated resume. If not, tell them that you want to submit the updated resume. But do not let them take a copy from the job sites. Always remember your resume should be a dynamic document. You need to update the resume based on the JD. Emphasize wherever required, whether it's on technology, process, or industry domain. Okay. But once submitted, your resume should appear like you are the person that they are looking for. Now let's talk about some interesting myths. Many people believe that you need Canadian experience to get hired. This is completely wrong for the software industry. What you need is just the skill set to work in a software firm. If any recruiter is asking for your Canadian experience, simply understand that they want to reduce your rates so that they can take more commission. Another common misunderstanding is an employee referral is needed to get hired. Employee referral helps, but most of the hiring happens without that.